Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Between the Sharks. We're here at the ranch. We gotta make this mo better. We are gonna update our fence situation by doing our metal fence design out this way. I don't have a plan, but we're gonna get started on it anyway. If you're new to the channel, I bought this used metal paneling and I made this fence about 6 or 8 months ago. So we're gonna continue this motif this way. We're gonna come out somewhere about even with the house is what I want to do, maybe a little further, but what's gonna dictate that is tree roots. This is a massive chunk of leftover root and stump, so we need to find a place that we can turn the corner. Couple things when you're setting one of these things up. First of all, with this Weaver machine, all you got to do is turn it on, and let it sit for like 30 seconds and it will self-level, and if it starts to spin like it's doing right now, you're within the 5 degrees that it needs to be in that it can self-level. And the next thing about it is you need to make sure that every point you need to measure is in the line of sight of the laser. Once you set this up, you're measuring from whatever this laser line is down to earth, and that's your baseline. So if you move this laser, you got to start all over. So at this point, I need that corner, wherever we end up with this corner, and wherever we end up with this corner. All right, so I got my grade rod sitting at my bottom 2x6, which is where the metal meets. And you can see on those 3 lines, that means it is lined up. So now, as soon as I get these 3 lines lined up on all of these fence posts, then the bottom of the grade rod is my mark. Does that make sense? Hope it makes sense. I turned the volume down because this thing is loud. So we're just going off the visuals there, you know what I'm saying? All right, so there we go. We have a level line on our string. We checked at multiple points. We've got zip ties on it, and you can see the actual grade. We tip way down toward the road here. All right, so that laser is way more faster than a water level or a line level and way more accurate. It's just a fence, not a space rocket ship, so we're not gonna stress about it. Yeah. It's right at 45 feet, so we got to mark for our post, and then we got to start digging. All right, we're gonna start by marking our gate. Kind of like that. I mean, I'm not that great at this yet, but it's really important to note that I am not on the business end of a gasoline powered auger. Where that thing was hooking up, it would have taken me for a ride, flung me across the yard, probably hurt me. This tool, not only is it powerful and versatile, there's a safety factor, especially when you're an idiot that does everything by themselves. You know, there's safety in numbers, and 1 is the loneliest number. All right, those are thinking about being set up now. So I think over on this end, I'm gonna have to run out and get some no-dig 4x4 post anchors. I'm not a professional fence buildiologist. It's probably gonna be better than shallow concrete. They're apparently in stock at the old Lowe's, so we'll try them out. I don't know if they're gonna work or not. We're gonna find out though. Huh? Huh? It's a magic trick. It's a sneaky little lie. Tuba fur, nailed together, post tucked inside, self-tappers. These are designed to attach lumber, pressure-treated lumber, to trailers. So I'm hoping that will work. We're using the existing concrete base, and with any luck, we'll just, we'll be fine. We'll be in business. If not, we'll rebuild. All right, late start today. It's 11:30 and we're just getting out of Lowe's. We got another 500 bucks worth of lumber. We waited out the weather and, well, I mean, I do have these weird spiky things to try though. Check this out. Maybe the rain will help us out. So this is a Simpson strong tie, no concrete sort of post holder. So I'm hoping I can make these work out where we could not get concrete in over here because of the roots. I'm thinking that this might drive sort of between the roots and out of the way. How are you guys doing? Hey buddy. All right, you're in there. All right, it's a simple idea, but we'll see how difficult it actually is. Guy's supposed to jam like a 6-inch nug into this thing and then clobber it with a sledgehammer until it's, you know, in the ground like the little picture. It's a 29-inch spike. I guess I give it my best John Henry. All right, I guess it's my day to go play the strongman hammer game at the fair. All right, that's some work. Redneck CrossFit for sure. Screw this block on here to help persuade it. Yep. I am proud to say I eyeballed that. I mean, but already from here, my truck full of lumber and my tools are all kind of hidden. So that is a long bed truck. It's pretty darn big is what I'm getting at. And I could easily park 2 of them end to end in here and 2 of them wide. So that's a lot of area. I could put a full dumpster, that type of thing, and it'll just be mostly out of sight by the time we're done, which is exactly what I'm looking for. And that way, not everything has to go behind that other fence. It makes this area that was very exposed suddenly way more useful. Not bad. I don't know why, but horizontal fences just look better than vertical fences, and there are better looking horizontal fences than this, but this one's pretty cost effective. Goes up pretty quick. I've seen a lot of prettier fences, but they're very expensive. So at the end of all this, the gate opening is 16 foot too, so I really screwed myself because I have 8 foot material. Psych! 1.5 inch thickness. So if we use 8 foot material and make a frame, it will be, depending on how we line it up, 8 foot or 8'3". So we're in good shape. because we're in the business of making stuff up, I'm gonna wing it here. This lumber came 8.25 inch, so I'm just gonna build an 8.25 inch by 6 foot frame and frame out one side of the gate. See how we can get it working, and then work out how to match it on the other side. It's the way professionals do it, right? All right, let me bring you into this high-level strategery we got going on here. So I'm hoping that the R panel is structural enough to keep the thing square. It may or may not be. You guys aren't gonna believe this, watch. Gates don't do that. Oh man, right out the gate, get it? We're actually in pretty good shape. It swings, it's a starting point. All right, sports fans, day 2, running out of daylight again. Pressure treated lumber is heavy, but I will say from experience, the later the day is, the heavier it actually gets. All right, gang, so this is gonna be our new working prototype for the gate. I'm using 1x6 and 1x4 to save on weight, but as you can already see, this stuff is prone to turning into hockey sticks. It's Canadian wood. All right, gang, little trick here. Wood tends to split when you're putting screws in the very end. So I don't know why this works, but I know that it does. Put your screw gun in reverse, get it all heated up. I usually wait till it smokes, but this wood's really wet, so that may not happen. And then drive it forward. Don't know why that works, but usually it does. Way better than just trying to drive a screw into the end of some woods. Ladies and gentlemen, that looks way more better than what it used to, which is that. That over there looks much more better than that. All right, dudes and doodads, sun is setting yet again, but now that is a great big distance from where we were. Now we have so much more room for chaos. I do see the irony in the fact that I'm always prepping to start, that there's just been so many phases since I bought this property of trying to get ready to go, but I think we're actually sneaking up on it at this point. With this area closed in, we can start thinking about actual material purchases. As always, good luck on your projects out there. Consider subscribing. Buy yourself a cool t-shirt Between the Sharks right there in the description. Consider shopping at the Amazon store. Any and all of those things would certainly help out the Between the Sharks YouTube program. All right, good luck on your projects out there. We'll see you next time. We gotta make this more better. That looks way more better